Wishing all of our viewers tuning in from India and across the world a very, very happy 72nd Republic Day. In just a few minutes from now, the ceremonials will begin in central Delhi as the Prime Minister, the President and others begin arriving in about an hour from now to begin all the protocol ceremonials and the Republic Day parade. But the dominant image right now is not in central Delhi. It's happening a few kilometers away near the border. Farmers at the Singhu border as well as the Tikri border have broken barricades and begun to enter Delhi at least 4 hours before the approved time that they had agreed that they would enter with their tractors. They've spilled in large numbers across the barricades into Delhi and are now present in huge numbers with their tractors many hours before the stipulated security time that was approved by the Delhi police after many days of negotiations and talks. The pre-approved routes are being used at this time, but the images going out are the ones you see on your screen. On the left, you can see the preparations for the Republic Day parade that will be taking place in just about, it's 9 o'clock now, which means that the actual ceremonials and commentary, which we will be cutting to, begin in just a couple of minutes from now. And an hour from now to an hour and a half from now is when the parade will begin. And that will, of course, be live. But it cannot be ignored that in another part of the very same city, Delhi, the images you see are the ones on your right. Farmers in their thousands from Punjab have crossed over barricades before the stipulated time and entered Delhi in huge numbers well before the 12 p.m. time that they had agreed to and been granted as part of a conditional no objection certificate by the Delhi police. So these are the two dominant images that you're going to see today, ladies and gentlemen, of what's happening at the... I actually want to put the two borders in front of you now. We've got the Singhu border, we've also got the Tikri border. Let me show you what's happening live in both of these areas at this point of time. We've got images coming in from both the borders. This is the Singhu, this is the Tikri border. This here is the Tikri border where barricades have similarly been broken. And on the left-hand side, you can see the Singhu border, where barricades were broken before 8 a.m. actually, and the large numbers of persons have already started coming in. So violations at different levels. One, that the barricades have been broken well before the stipulated time. Two, the numbers of Punjab farmers appear to be much higher than agreed. It was supposed to be 3 or 4 persons per tractor. Here you're seeing these huge mobs already come in. Let me say once again that the people you see on your screen are Indian citizens. They have every right to be here, but there was a agreed protocol and an agreed set of rules and timings that were mutually agreed upon by both sides so as to take care of the security protocol required in the national capital during the Republic Day parade. And that's one of the reasons why those rules were set down between both sides. But those rules appear to have been cast into the wind now, because now things are fully up in the air. And these, as our guests have been telling us as well, are the dominant images that are going out. In a moment, we'll have our reporters from both these borders to get us the ground reports from both the Singhu border as well as the Tikri border. In a moment, we'll also get live images from the Ghazipur border, which is Delhi's border with Uttar Pradesh as well, to get you a sense of what the mood on the ground is and what the situation is on the ground. The tractor rally, which was to begin at 12 p.m. has begun at 8 a.m., 4 hours before the stipulated time. Kamaljit Sandhu continues to be on the road on which this large crowd from the Singhu border has spilt into Delhi and is heading towards the interior parts of the city. Kamal, take us through what you're seeing right now. What are you hearing anything from the government about how they're seeing this entire situation unfolding now?
We see Delhi police vehicles all along. There is an ambulance. There is a lot of vehicles out here, and clearly there are 3 farmers out here. They're traffic this entire road, the national highway at this point of time. The route part, they have been enlisted. Delhi police or by the government. Remember, series of meetings were taken. Union Home Minister Amit Shah had taken a meeting, discussed the entire plan. But on the ground to implement it is going to be extremely difficult because whatever plan was made by Delhi police doesn't seem to be working at this point of time. You see a sea of farmers out here, most of them in tractors, moving ahead, a jeep leading them, leading this particular march. Now remember, there is a parallel ambulance out here going, there are Delhi police vehicles. They're kind of overwhelmed at this point of time. You see, those are one of the vehicles. The next one is your government. Several of them running along parallel to the tractor rally. But as long as we can see, the build-up taking place over the past 2 months, the farmers were saying that they would continue. They were adamant about it. The government took it forward. The apex court did not intervene. So finally, as we left the Delhi police, and several meetings took place. And on the ground, the situation doesn't seem that any of the facts that took place was being honored or is being honored at this point of time. The vehicles being overwhelmed. Delhi police can see there are at least 2 to 3 vehicles of theirs. They are now going parallel with this entire main march. Several of them are speaking. They've been recorded also. But clearly, the farmers are moving ahead. It's going to be a long year. Right now, peaceful. This is where Delhi police would want that whatever they have been in terms of otherwise, responsibility on them. Symbolic sense that the rally is a parallel march.
Hold the mic a little closer to yourself because we can barely hear you over the noise, Kamal.
There is a parallel structure which is taking place in comparison to see the route being given out here. That's the route we see. Can't just go anywhere.
Kamal, I'm just going to come back to you. We're going to just try and fix your audio. We're going to try and boost your audio because obviously the ambient noise around you is deafening. So we're just going to get our technicians to fix that audio and then I'm going to come right back to you. But keep that camera fixed on these images as I talk our viewers through them. Our viewers who are joining our coverage right now, let me tell you that we're 6 minutes now officially into Republic Day protocol programming that has begun in central Delhi. And what you're seeing here at the Singhu border is happening, some kilometers away from where the Republic Day parade is happening. And I know what's going on in most people's minds. Is this going to overshadow the parade? Could there be an overlap? Could these images take over from what's happening at the parade? Well, it certainly looks like, these are dominant images, at least for the moment, because this is turning out to be a definite security situation because this is a highway that has been completely occupied, by the Punjab farmers who've entered across the Singhu border 4 hours before the stipulated time. They've broken the barricades. There appear to be larger numbers than agreed upon initially, though it must be said that the farmers had rejected the conditional approvals given by the Delhi police. So that is their justification for what is happening right now. Kamal, back to you. I hope we've been able to fix that audio. Over to you, Kamal. Back to you to tell us about the pictures that you're seeing firsthand. You're in that car just a few feet away from this large crowd that's advancing now.
The pictures are overwhelming and it seems the security forces including Delhi police are overwhelmed. We are right ahead of the tractor march. The announcement being made Delhi police marching ahead, just ahead with the tractor rally leading in front. And remember, this is one of its kind situation, a parallel tractor rally to Republic Day parade, one of the first kinds that we've seen on Republic Day, a huge symbolic gesture being made by the farmers at this point of time. The government tried to avoid the situation. They tried to put terms and conditions. At least 30 such conditions were kept by Delhi police regarding the timing, regarding the route, regarding what could be done. And one of those kinds was that, yes, they can carry on the tractor rally, but it cannot be parallel to the Republic Day parade. But that pact no longer stands. Their barricades have been breached, and the farmers have since morning, been moving ahead. We're moving just ahead of this tractor rally, a few inches ahead of this rally. And you see, there is a lot of color out here, tricolor flags, the Khalsa flags out here. And there is this doubt that was created by the government, by agencies, that this could turn violent, that there were extremist elements, and that is why the onus has largely been kept on the farmer union leaders, that they will ensure that this tractor rally remains peaceful. Now remember, all of them here carrying those posters, I love Kisan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. All that we see here is a sea of farmers holding tricolor flags, holding the Khalsa flags. This is a moment where farmers own this particular tractor rally parade. And remember, all eyes whether this can really be peaceful. Now we've seen boots on the ground, but compared to, say, the Aam Aadmi or the citizens, the farmers here, they have been adamant, mostly from Punjab and Haryana, that they want repeal of those laws. And now today seems like a climax of all that situation, where there seems to be a build-up which has happened over the past 2 months, coming to a certain crux here. Remember, enough sloganeering to motivate the crowds to move ahead, and they're doing it effectively. The march being led out here by the Jeep, and clearly there is this enough crowd of tractor rallies going on for kilometers and kilometers. And remember, Delhi police keeping a track of this, but it cannot lead to any confrontation because one, they're simply outnumbered, and second, they have to ensure that everything is done peacefully between them. And at this point of time, with motorcycles, with tractors, with vehicles, they're moving, and a passel of farmers now marching ahead along with them. Now remember, they've been running for several kilometers now. Many of them obviously going to tire out very quickly, but I believe it's going to be a relay. Some of them will go back to the tractors and jeeps, and the rest will then replace them. But yes, a long day, and let's see if the fingers can be kept crossed for this entire situation today. Shiv,
yes,
this is unprecedented. We have not seen something like this. We've covered the Republic Day parade for several years, but a parallel rally of this kind is very unusual. And for the government to kind of face this, and remember, world over, there have been images which were relayed with farmers or the supporters taking to several embassies. But within the country now, 2 parallel parades taking place simultaneously, focus here on the farmer rally, hugely outnumbering,
yes,
and carrying out their own parade. Tractors which are colorful, which have been lined up with all posters and banners, and now a symbolic show of strength by the farmers today on Republic Day.
I just, Kamal, I just want to tell our viewers that the Singhu border is about 44 kilometers by road till Rajpath. It is not clear what route this particular farmer crowd is taking. There is police over there. They're videographing everything at this point of time, hoping, to be able to shape the route of the particular farmers, even though they have demonstrated, at least so far, that they're not willing to listen to the mutually agreed approvals that have been granted to them by the Delhi police. But Kamal, at this point of time, 44 kilometers is the distance, according to our information, from the Singhu border, where the barricades were broken, till Rajpath in central Delhi, where the Republic Day parade is taking place. Now, I'm not saying that these farmers are heading towards the parade, but do we have a sense, Kamal, of where the farmers are headed at this point of time? Are they going across going down the pre-approved route, or are they heading towards central Delhi?
Since the Delhi police pilot vehicle is leading them, we can show you these banners out here. If the camera person can pan towards the right, these banners are the ones which are in great indication. So far, we are not much ahead of the Singhu border, and it does seem the announcement constantly being made is about the route. Now the farmers said, and they have announced it, and we've heard several of them saying they will go ahead with our march, and there it is, sloganeering and support coming in from several of the bystanders. So clearly, this is a situation where farmers are moving ahead. Delhi police sharply outnumbered, and there it is, all these people, the onlookers supporting the government. And remember, this is a situation which can quickly spiral out if there is any confrontation. So there it is, all these farmers led by this Delhi police pilot vehicle, parallel to the vehicle which is leading this. So yes, going parallel is to ensure that there is some sort of a trust between them. That trust was momentarily broken in the morning when the farmers breached the barricade. But now is the time where even if farmers want to go ahead with this tractor rally, it should be peaceful. The onus and responsibility clearly with the farmer union leaders. They have to ensure that this thousands of tractor rally which is now marching ahead needs to be peaceful. There is a lot of sloganeering being done at this point of time. So I can say the josh amongst the farmers is high, that they are able to go ahead and do this parallelly to the Republic Day rally itself is a moment that they've been waiting for. Some sort of terms and conditions which were laid down by Delhi police, at least 30 such conditions were laid down. That is not being honored. The farmers now going ahead according to the timing set by them. So these farmers have already told the government that it's not you which keeps the terms and condition, but we can have our way too. And this is the law of the land. The constitution is something we abide by. But when it comes to promises, there seems to be a trust deficit. The farmers, despite the government's assurance that the law will be kept in abeyance for at least 2 years, they're not agreeing to that, and then leading to a certain climax of the situation. Now we do
Kamal, just stay with me for a moment.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.